Hey guys, and welcome to a replay between Coconut and Indefinite. Pulled this one off of SC2 replays, I believe. Actually, don't remember. I should probably get that straight. And it looks like Coconut is immediately moving over to the high yield. So sneakery right there. Don't know how effective this will actually be. This is supposed to be a very good game. So obviously it's not just going to get utterly crushed, but it probably won't be the move that wins the game either, just because we're on a two-player map. So I can't imagine that Indefinite is going to be fooled by this. I mean, he's going to scout pretty early, and when you're not at your other base, if this is a four-player map, you might trick him, But this is not actually a spawn location up here, thus the rocks. Or thus the rocks. I keep reading, you can't see my mouse. So, there's the Overlord heading over to find out that Indefinite is not there. Going to figure that out pretty quickly. And yeah, got a Zerg versus Pro-Terran. Wow, that was interesting. Zerg versus Terran here. The iconic match of StarCraft. Terran and Protons are kinda on the same side for the most part, not always. And looks like there was some extractor trickery that went on. Just for a second, he was at 12 out of 10. So then the Overlord hatch. So a little trick to get a little bit more economy going real quick. I do that sometimes, not always. Not often, I would almost say. But okay, and we're already, let me go ahead and go over to income. You can already see, actually they're almost even right now. But that will change, because every one of these guys is bringing back more and more. In fact, well, that's interesting. I don't actually know why they're even. I know that in total minerals they should be about even because there was a delay, and wow, wow. He is going for a pretty fast expand. Oh, that's why, because these guys are getting double, but he's got almost a, and that's clever. How does he know? I don't know how he, oh, okay. That's how he knows. Alright, so yeah, drone came down here and saw the expansion right there. I was like, that's clever. And Coconut was, of course, can't say it always works, but it might. We do have a barracks and a bunker coming up, ready to defend against early pressure, and it does look like, unfortunately, Indefinite did actually go for the fast expand, rather than getting links out. In fact, he's just now getting a spawning pool. So if he had gone in there real fast, he could have absolutely crushed that. Because, of course, this is not an inherently defensible position. I mean, this is your choke. So that's your choke, and then you can actually come through here as well. So it's very easy to get in here early on. But now he's got a bunker up. He's got a pair of barracks. There's a supply depot. I'm like, he needs a supply depot, but he's got one. So he should be just fine for a little bit. He is going to get a little bit hurt in that once mutas come out, mutas can come in right here and just pick at these. They probably will get a little bit in the range because mutas don't have the best range in the world, but still. So, should be a pretty good game. Like I said, I downloaded it because I was getting kind of bored, and no one has sent me any replays to cast. Aww. Which, granted, I think I mentioned that in just one video, so not the end of the world. Should probably make a post about it. People are like, oh yeah, cast my game. And I'll say, okay. Because that's what I sound like when I talk. You guys know that's a lie. You're like, I've heard you cast, shut up! Alright. So we do have the second expansion is going up, but there's no drones at it yet, and I'm not seeing any Maynarding going on. Indefinite, come on. Should be high level enough that you should be Maynarding. You know better than that. This is actually a pretty good idea here, because Indefinite looks like he's not really killing himself to go take this out while it's vulnerable. Maybe he is. I didn't actually see anything heading this way, but I guess he just sent a scout in to see what the defenses were. But instead, he's going to go ahead and get 2 expansions up. And he's going to be like, well, you know what? You're getting twice as many minerals as I'm getting, but I'll have an expansion up. And the downside is with these, you also harvest them twice as fast. Because if you look, I think they're about 1,500 apiece, and these are 1,500 apiece. So you don't actually get more minerals from a high yield. You get the same amount, you just get them twice as fast. Which means he's going to mine out twice as fast. So, with Indefinite going ahead and getting both of these up, instead of actually trying to take them out, he's like, well, you know what? I want to be getting the same amount you are. It'll just last for twice as long, so you're going to get stuck expanding here pretty soon. So, interesting little tactic there. Normally, at least when I play, I always say, oh, he's getting the high yield, I gotta stop him. Ah! And he went ahead and got the orbital command. Little bit surprising, honestly. You know, a little surprising. And there's his Marine saying, "This is our Zelnaga watchtower. User cannot have it." So it looks like he's coming over here to make sure he doesn't try to expand back to his main. Always a good thing to do, I suppose. Expanding to your main is tricky and sneaky. And there's the Zerglings. They're fighting over the Zelnaga watchtower. Obviously, the Zerglings are not going to come in here because he's got pretty good defenses here. I'm a little surprised he didn't get the planetary defense, but I guess actually that would require building a engineering bay. And right, the way his defenses are set up, he doesn't have a lot of extra room for buildings. Looks like he's actually going to float a command center up here and expand there, which is okay. Although again, yeah, there's the hatchery moving up to the lair. If he goes for mutas, that will actually hurt him because he won't be able to actually save himself. He can take a couple of SCVs up with him, but that's it. You're certainly not going to be able to use this as to ferry troops up. It's not a dropship. I'm sure Coconut knows that. I like Coconut's name, I gotta say that. Coconut, your name is cool. I have a friend named Strawberry. You guys should hang out. Alright, and oh wow, here is the push, and why are you backing off, Mr. Terran? Why are you backing off? I know why you're backing off from these. He should really look at getting Burrow. Is he doing that? This just came up. Are you gonna check Burrow? Because Burrow on Banelings, I mean, you can just get them all like right there, and then and yeah, all the Banelings will be dead, and so will all of your attackers. So that'll be great. Looks like, what L can he see exactly? If we just go to his view, he can see the edge there. He knew he was making that. Okay, so he sees just about everything that's going on. Right now, all he really sees is, he can kind of tell how, you know, weak these are. Alright. That was a bit of trickery. And he has gone ahead and expanded up here. He didn't even actually take any units with him. That's surprising. These guys can store units. I'm beginning to wonder how good a game this was, because we didn't see Maynarding. That guy's not bringing units with him. What's going on, guys? And Banelings, go faster. Are you researching speed on them? No, you're not. I would definitely recommend... Ooh, that was good thinking there. Kinda. That was good thinking. I mean, like, kind of lucky that you moved your army out right before he scanned, because then he'd think, oh, their army's not there, and you could pull him into a trap, and then you moved your army back in. I guess he doesn't want to pull him into a trap at the moment. And here's some more bunkers coming up, and more bunkers. I bet he salvaged. No, he didn't. So yeah, this is actually more some of the. I don't usually see this many bunkers up in a league game. Usually you just see maybe one for defense. This guy's got 6 of them up. Pretty impressive, to be quite honest. And you really need something to deal with those. Just so you know. That'll do it. That'll do. Mutalisks are good at dealing with that. Well, that's actually kind of smart too, because he put this back over here. I would have planted an egg and just got it like way over there. But still, on an average scan, our scan's going to cover like this area or maybe, you know, that area. But usually it's not going to get the very edge out here. You know, because they want to see, most of them will hide buildings back behind their mineral line here. So, interesting tactic there. And here's what I was talking about before, where the bunkers are not in a good place to stop this. But those Marines are an excellent place to stop mutas. But here, unfortunately, is an expansion that is going to die. Aww. We do have some Vikings coming out, though, and you, mutas, you need to help. Over here. There you go. Good job, mutas. I'm proud of you. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and focus fire this down. Actually, it may not go down. I said it was going to die, but he does have 2 Vikings coming out. And 2 Vikings cannot take on 5 mutas, but it's long enough. If he kites correctly, he can get them back into these. And also, if this guy doesn't move his mutas, then 2 Vikings can take on 100 mutas if they never attack back. Wow. Alright, well, apparently, the replay site lied to me. Because supposedly these are supposed to be, like, diamond level players, and they're not. Okay, there it is. Roar, we're going to kill you. No, we're not. Okay, so hopefully you will repair your command center because it is burning to the ground. Don't let it burn to the ground, buddy. Don't do it. No! He has... Oh, I'm hearing more stuff go on. Oh, okay, he's just breaking that down. He's got about... Okay, yeah, he noticed. There he is. Good. I was like, he's got about 200 life to notice that that's burning down. Oh, and here we are. This is what I was talking about. See, all of his minerals have mined out now. He's got this up and running. He's probably burning this down, or blasting this down just so we can get all his SCVs up here. Go, go, go. There they go. Go, SCV. But meanwhile, you know, he's just now expanding. This guy's got, you know, he's only got half mined out here. Oh, production hatch. That's interesting. It's fascinating even. And a hydralisk in. So, I bet he just, I mean, I'm going to say, I bet he just saw the spire, but he kind of already knew one was there. Yep, he saw it. To say that's actually a little over right there, and so that's probably close enough. Usually they'll put it like right there. But not that it really mattered, because I'm pretty sure he knew they were mutalisks, considering they attacked his expansion. Usually a clue. Alright, and I was going to say he's going to get gas starved pretty soon, because he still hasn't put his gas up at his expansion, but he's sitting at like 1200 gas, so probably not. He's a little closer on where he needs to be as far as gas goes. He's got, you know, just 300 and something. So that's always good. So there we go. Got some infestors coming out now with the awful infested Terran. We don't like... Infested Terran is cheap. I'm sorry, it just is. Infested Terran is not your friend. Hopefully I'm not confusing anyone by the fact I keep jumping around. And actually, I don't know if infestors can get through here. I know they can't get through there because you got, you know, those there. There isn't actually any detection right here. But I also don't know if... Oh, yeah, especially with the two siege tanks there. I don't know if there's actually space to get them through. Although they could always just Overlord drop. But he's doing a pretty good, you know, orbital defense going on. He'd have to, like, fly in this way and land right there. So, not bad, actually. It's going to be tough to break in there. Normally infestors are your worst nightmare because they can just burrow right up and then just drop stuff all over your mineral lines, and it's bad. And nobody has a good time, and we like having a good time. But we are going to go ahead and... Oh, okay, and I didn't actually realize previously that this was the high yield. Although it looks like the high yield's about to get attacked by a lot of Vikings. I say a lot, I actually mean, you know, 4. And there are a lot of Vikings running into an actual lot of Zerglings. So, there came the Banelings. We're gonna help! Banelings, you don't want to fight with Vikings. I'll just tell you that now. Will not be good for you. And looks like the sum of that was a Viking died. So, a lot of posturing, a lot of moving around, but ultimately a Viking died. Not the most amazing thing in the world. Does look like we have some roaches now. Roaches took out the blocks that were in the way of coming up here. Because, yeah, if you look over here, there's usually some destructible rocks. But he may be thinking about coming up here next. And also, that will give him another avenue of attack. Although, granted, this way wasn't really blocked off. But, you know how it goes. Oh, okay. I didn't see that Overlord for a second. I was just saying here. Also, I saw Krapian. I'm like, how did it jump over there? That's weird. Okay. So it does look like Indefinite is certainly in a commanding position in this game. If we... Whoa, that's the wrong button. If we go ahead and look at production... Or not production. If we go ahead and look at army... No, not army. I'm new at this, guys. If we look at, you know, units, he's got... Looks like... Is that 64? Wow. He's got 64 Zerglings, 8 Hydralisks, 20 Roaches, 8 Banelings. So he's got a lot of stuff. Versus he's really just going up 4 Marauders, 2 Hellions, 11 Vikings, 5 Siege Tanks, and 12 Marines. So he has a definite army advantage. Like, substantial. He has spent most of his money. It does look like... Yeah, he's got like 1,500 gas and mineral in the bank. So... I will say Indefinite definitely has the advantage, but I mean, Coconut could crank out some units real fast if he wanted to.